All right, if you're a software developer, I need you to listen up because your job is about to change in a way that is, well, it's going to be massive. And no, I'm not talking about some new JavaScript framework or another programming language to learn. We're talking about a fundamental teardown and rebuild of how software gets made. So let's just dive right in. We're going to break down Chirag Kansara's guide to this whole new world, abstract coding.
And Chirag Kansara, the author, he doesn't pull any punches. He says it right here. This book is not a reassurance. It is a warning and a path forward. So, this isn't some theoretical far-off future we're talking about. This is a shift that is happening right now, like today.
So what is this danger he's talking about? Well, it's this silent divide that's basically splitting the entire industry in two. You've got developers over here kind of clinging to the old way of doing things, writing code line by line. And then you've got this other group over here who are jumping headfirst into this new world of AI-augmented development. And believe me, the gap between those two groups, it's getting wider every single day.
And look, the proof is kind of all around us, isn't it? All these massive tech layoffs we keep seeing, it's easy to just write them off as a bad market. But that's not the whole story. It's really a sign that companies are fundamentally changing what they need from developers. They're not just looking for code monkeys anymore. They're looking for people who can design systems and, actually deliver results.
Now, here's what's so crucial to understand. AI isn't coming for specific job titles. It really doesn't care if you're a senior Python dev or a junior front-end engineer. What it targets is the kind of work you do. If your day is filled with repeatable, predictable tasks, routine coding, repetitive IT stuff, things you could almost do in your sleep, then you are on some seriously shaky ground.
And this is where it gets really wild. I mean, when the CEO of NVIDIA, of all people, says the new programming language is just human language, plain English, he's not just saying coding is getting easier. He's talking about a world where literally anyone with a good idea can be a creator. A world where the only real bottleneck is the clarity of your own thoughts. But let's be real for a second. A lot of us have played around with these AI coding tools and walked away feeling, well, pretty unimpressed, right? So what's the deal? Are the tools just not good enough yet? Or, and this is the tough question, are we the ones using them all wrong? I mean, this is the elephant in the room, isn't it? We've all heard the horror stories, or maybe we've lived them ourselves. AI spits out this code that's just a buggy, insecure, unmaintainable mess. And for any serious professional, that's just a non-starter. And look, these complaints are totally fair. They're not made up, they come from real-world experience. But what if we're all looking at the problem from the wrong angle? What if the issue isn't really with the AI itself, but with how we're talking to it? So, here's the uncomfortable truth. The failure almost always starts upstream. It's kind of like trying to build a skyscraper with just a hammer. You might get something up eventually, but it's going to be a disaster. The problem isn't the hammer, right? It's that you're using the totally wrong approach for the job. And it's the exact same thing with these AI tools. This slide just nails it. On the left, you've got what most people do, the casual chat approach. Throwing vague questions at the AI and just hoping for the best. But on the right, you have how a professional does it, with structured prompting. You're giving the AI crystal clear requirements, explicit rules, and a proper architecture. The difference in what you get back is, I'm telling you, it's night and day.
And all of this leads us to the big idea in the book, this new way of working called abstract coding. And honestly, it is a complete game changer.
This right here, this is the headline. For decades, our value as developers was our ability to execute, to sit down and just write the code. But that's quickly becoming a commodity. In this new age of AI, our real value comes from our ability to think.
So what does abstract coding actually look like? Well, it means you're not just a coder anymore. You're an architect. Your job isn't to sweat over every single line of code. It's to design the whole system. You define the vision, you set the rules, you lay out the goals, and the AI becomes this incredibly efficient engine that actually builds it for you.
And this table just drives the point home perfectly. We are moving away from a world where we're obsessed with the how. The syntax, the APIs, all the little implementation details. And we're moving to a world where we focus almost entirely on the what. What should this system do? It's a huge shift in our mindset, and it's going to require a totally new set of skills.
This is such a powerful idea. It's not enough anymore to just have a few clever prompts saved somewhere. You need a disciplined, repeatable system for defining what you want, setting the boundaries, and then verifying the results. That process, that's what ensures you get high-quality work out of the AI every single time. In this new world, your process is your superpower. Okay, so if this is the future,
What does the developer of the future actually look like? Well, I can tell you what they don't look like. They're not a cog in a giant machine, just closing tickets and pushing code. They're something so much more powerful.
We've actually seen this kind of evolution before, haven't we? We went from being single-stack specialists to full-stack generalists. Well, the AI-augmented professional is the next massive leap in that evolution. It's someone who uses AI as a force multiplier to command the entire product lifecycle, all the way from the first idea to deployment and beyond.
And this is really where the rubber meets the road. In a world where an AI can write flawless code in seconds, what's left for us to do? The answer is everything that actually matters, the hard stuff, the ability to think critically, to solve fuzzy, ambiguous problems, and to make smart decisions when you don't have all the answers. These are the skills that will make you invaluable.
Now, the implications of this are just huge. For you as an individual, it means you can have a massively outsized impact. You can basically be a one-person startup, building and launching entire products all by yourself. And for companies, it means they can get way more done with smaller, smarter, more strategic teams. It's a win-win for those who are willing to adapt.
So, to wrap it all up, the question for developers is no longer, can you write code? The new question is, can you create? Can you look at a problem, design a brilliant solution, and then guide an AI to bring that solution to life? Because in the world that is coming at us faster and faster, that's really the only question that's going to matter.